So what you need to do is you need to go to this website, worldbank-inflation.vercel.app. Then you type the name of the country, name or country code of the country you're looking for the inflation information from. And let's say I want to look for headline CPI on the annual for the United States. And it just obtains it. We obtain it very quickly, and then we can download it with this by pushing on this button, downloads.csv. It will download. It will give us a file information for that specific time series. We can also look at different manifestations or components of inflation, like producer price index or food price inflation. And we can download that specific time series as well, right? We can even if we want to if we write it by its name, by its actual name, it will also give us the same information, right? So food price inflation, as you can see, it doesn't change it because it's the same time series. We can go for core CPI inflation with the real name. We can also compare countries against each other because it's so dynamically and so fast for us to obtain the information from. Let's go to China, core CPI inflation annual, and let's see how it compares with the United States, right? So it updates pretty quickly. We can download it as well. We can go to food price inflation, compare China with, we can go to India and check out the food price inflation there, how it compares with China. So that was China, this is India. How about how are they doing? How did they do in core CPI inflation? We can also fetch that data. We can obtain it, we can download it. And that's basically what it's doing here. We're obtaining information from a SQL file, which is housed on GitHub. It's actually this file. And where is it housed? It's housed in this link. So if you go to the GitHub link here, click on the little cat, this is the repo where we're basically extracting information from, right? We are taking information from this file, a specific file. You can of course, you can git clone the whole repository by clicking on the green button, and then once you're there, you can just type git clone and the pasted address, then you can access it. And if you want to run if you want to run SQL queries, you can do so for that file, right? So what you need to do is you can just read my README here and type SQLite 3 followed by the name of the file, of the SQL file, and then it will take you to this repo. Once you're there, you can check out all the tables that are present for the database, which are basically all the different time series components that you see on this drop-down menu. Okay. What I have here is I also specified an example to retrieve countries that are present on, for a specific time series component of inflation here. Let's say we're looking for producer price index on the quarterly, and we just type that query, and then it will give us all the country code and names for the countries that do have that information. Let's go for maybe Azerbaijan, right? And it's on producer price quarterly data, so we go there. Producer price quarterly data, and yeah, so that's another way to check. I guess prior to going through the site, if you're really interested in that. We also can do some Python scripting on this information if we've git cloned the repository. This was an example, I believe, to do the request or query using Python code, but you can of course turn this into a Python script which can do that, and then afterwards just turn it into a pandas data frame if you'd like. Right. So with that, I leave you to check out this website, the repo, and of course, if you want to also know, I did cite who I'm getting the information from. Of course, it is from the World Bank. If you click here, right? I even tell you how to cite it, right? Because it's not my database. I've just developed a script. Not even a script. I've just processed the data so that we can extract, compress it all into a SQL file, which is this DB file that you see here. But if you want to see the true source, is on this link. And of course, if you want to cite it, please cite the people who have basically put in the effort on getting all this information, which are basically those from the World Bank. Okay. It takes some time for some reason, but with that, like I said, I leave you to look at all this information yourself. We can also access it through here, so this little icon, right? And we are basically, like I said, retrieving all the information that they've collected. So you can cite them by going through these links and just use the proper citations. Thanks so much for watching.